Yo, it's your boy Deceived, and I'm with Word on the Street.
I'm from where you caught up in your own, you gotta keep it street. Hold your head and keep it G. He told on you, he told on me. What that po to mean? Who you po to be? I was locked down in the county and turned me to a beast.
What's up, Deceived? How you doing, my brother?
Doing alright, how you doing, man?
I'm blessed, bro. Can't complain. For the people that don't know, man, where you originally from, bro?
I'm originally from the country. I'm from Richland, Georgia, 229.
What side you repping from Winston, Georgia?
Shit, Southside,
Southside.
the bottom.
Shoot, for the people that we don't know about Winston, Georgia, so give us a little background about it. Like, what's it like out there, bro?
I mean, it ain't nothing for real, really a desert land for real. Ain't really no opportunity, ain't no money for real. Really gotta make something out of nothing for real, and that's what I did.
That's hard, that's hard. So can you speak on your upbringing a little bit, how you came up in the street?
I grew up with no parents. My mom died at a young age. My dad, he been in and out of jail my whole life. He was a drug dealer. My mom used to do hair. She was killed by her stepdad. So yeah, I grew up without parents. And I grew up in an environment where there were not many opportunities. You had to make something out of nothing. And like I said, that's what I did.
3 things about you that we don't know about.
I love money. I'm pretty sure everybody know that.
Yeah, we see it on your neck.
I believe in God. Like, I'm a heavy believer in God.
That's hard.
So I say that, being
That's
honest. That's number 1. 2, I'm a family man. I love my family and just love being around genuine people that are like my family. 3, I'm going all the way to the top. That's for my doubters. Like, I'm gonna keep this shit going. Like, we're going all the way up, all the way up, all the way up.
Nah, for
like,
real, bro.
If they didn't know, now they know. I'm telling you.
Nah,
We're going all the way up.
You definitely making a lot of noise in the city right now.
Appreciate that.
If I'm not mistaken, you gotta be one of the hottest ones. You know, you got some other ones too, you feel me? But I think you the only one
Shout
that
out to
got
them,
this.
by the way.
You know what I'm saying? I think you the only one that really got this going right now. And I wanted to ask you, since you said you from Winston, Georgia, so how did you get to Columbus? Like,
Well, my dad originally from Richland, Georgia. He from the Dub. Shout out to that Dub. My dad is from the Dub. Growing up, I used to always come up here, be around
it's
here.
Richmond, Georgia?
Richland, Georgia.
Oh, I said
yeah.
Winston, Georgia. My
Nah,
bad.
hell no, get
My
this
bad,
shit
my bad.
correct. Richland, Georgia.
Richland, Georgia.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Richland, Georgia. How
I
far
used-
that is from here?
About 30 minutes, 30,
Okay,
45
okay.
minute max. But
Okay.
I used to always come up here with my dad and just chilling with him in the Dub and shit like that.
What made you want to do the clothing stuff though?
People always can tell me I can dress, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got a passion for it. I ain't know till late, but hustling, I always used to spend my money on clothes, my re-up money on clothes, you know what I'm saying? I just always used to stay free.
Okay.
Like,
That's
so I'm
hard. That's hard.
just seeing what way I can make this a smart move.
That's hard.
I see I keep spending my money on clothes, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love it. I obviously love it because I keep doing it consistently. So I just was like, if I can sit here and make clothes, then where all my money going? I can save it, I can put it up, I can invest into something else. So then when I finally made the move to do so, and it been up ever since.
For the people that don't know, how old are you, bro? And do you have any kids?
I'm 24 years old and I don't have no kids. I don't plan on having no kids either. I am not with that baby mama shit.
Why?
Nah,
Kids
I'm
are
straight,
blessing,
man.
bro. So you don't want no kids right now, you just saying, period.
I'm just saying, I just don't want no kid right now.
Okay,
Like,
okay, I got you.
Life
I got you.
already expensive and hard enough as it is right now, so like,
I got you, I
I
got
don't
you.
need no kid.
So how long have you been doing this?
Almost 4 years. I started in 2019. Started in college at Savannah State, branched off to my hood, then I came up here to Columbia. It's just been up ever since, and I got a little upbringing in Atlanta too.
So you went to college?
Yeah,
Did you
hell
graduate
yeah.
college?
No, I ain't graduate. I dropped out my junior year.
Is there a reason why?
I just feel like my brain couldn't pop the way I really wanted it to. Family needed me at home, and I really just couldn't move how I really wanted to move. Like, I felt like I was advanced, and my mind was already like in real life. And I just felt like I was around a whole bunch of kids. Because what I was really trying to do, I was just trying to get to the money and like get there. I felt like it was holding me back, so I dropped out and I left. And that was one of the bad decisions I made, because look at me now.
I was just gonna say, can you like take us back to like the day where you just like, shit, man, fuck this, like, this is what I wanna do. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna just do it.
My back really was against the wall when I had made the decision. Like, it was a crazy, crazy, traumatic situation that had happened that really forced me. I can't really speak too much on it because like the situation that serious, but
Okay.
it just was a life-changing experience. Like, well, literally I was forced to make a decision. Like, just read between the lines. if I want to continue doing what I'm doing, I know what, you know what I'm saying, the results of that gonna be one or two things, dead or in jail, or I can change my life around and start a new life. So that's what I did.
Okay. How's your support system, bro?
I got a big support system. My family, they love me. They support everything I do. Like, I'm an example.
That's
So
hard.
anything I do, they behind it. They gonna come support. They gonna show up. They gonna show out. I love it. I love them. Shout out to my family. Shout out to God.
No, for sure. Keep God first. When did you notice, like, cause I ain't gonna lie, I'm just not really finding out about you, but I'm pretty sure you've been out here for real, you know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
When did you realize like it just started popping? Like, what was the moment when you just realized it started popping?
I ain't gonna lie, like, I'm humble as hell, but I've always been a popular person, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Really?
I've always been a people's person. Like, at Savannah State, I was lit. Like, I'm Mr. Junior, I'm modeling, and I'm doing what I'm doing, hustling too. Like, you feel me? Like, so I always been known. And then I had to brand out the whole campus wearing my clothes, stuff like that. People around me, you get what I'm saying? I got a couple rappers in my clothes, stuff like that. But when I really just started seeing it like really take off for real, when you see a whole city wearing your clothes, like, I think that's big. Like,
I done walked around. I done went in the mall a few times.
I went from selling out, you know what I'm saying? It's a different when you go selling out in 2 months, 3 months, something like that, when you go selling out in a week or 2 weeks. And I ain't talking about no small load. I'm talking about like 500, 600, 700 pieces, like gone quick, you know what I'm saying? Like, that major.
Yeah. How you feel about the rappers that's getting behind you in the city? I mean, you got ZG Juwop. I've seen him wear your clothes.
Oh, definitely. Shout out to Juwop. Shout out to YSN Core. Shout out to Two Little Sosa. Shout out to YSN Truck, man. Shout out to all them boys.
I would say TK Tony. I think he wore your
TK
brand
Tony,
too.
yeah. He just did an interview here.
That's
Shout
hard.
out to anybody and everybody that support me in
hard.
Columbia, outside of Columbia. I love it.
How important is that to you though? Like just to see these rappers co-signing you like that.
Yeah, I mean, everything.
That's
Like
hard.
I said, I love it. The love mutual.
That's
I
hard.
can't do nothing but respect it and support them the same way they support me.
So what's the meaning behind the name Deceived?
The word deceive means misled. I feel like it just represents me as a person and my lifestyle.
Okay.
That I feel like that's why I made the brand called Deceived. Like, it's a word that just represents me and my lifestyle. Like,
But how did you come up with it?
going back to the situation I was telling you about, a traumatic experience, like, I was forced to make a decision. So I was misled to who I am as a person and my purpose. I didn't know my purpose until I found God. Like, I really had to trust God, believe in God, like, trust him through that process that I'm gonna get through it safe, and I'm gonna get through it and there's gonna be light at the end of the tunnel. So I trusted God and I did that and took a chance with the clothing brand. Look at me now.
Oh, for sure. You got
So,
a nice building, by the way, for sure.
hey, yeah, appreciate it. I say the motto of my brand, man, turn your pain into gain, man. If you zoom in right here, I made a quote myself, and it's in every piece of my clothing. It say, throughout the struggles of life, anything possible if you use your pain to put you in position to win. That's the seed. That's our motto, man. Turn
That's hard,
pain
bro.
to gain.
That's hard.
I'm a real life example. Like, you watching it firsthand.
Nah,
Like,
for
I'm
real.
telling you what's going on. I was in a situation, a traumatic situation, where I had to make a decision on which way I wanted my life to go. And I took a leap of faith and I trusted in God, and look at me now. And we ain't done yet, we still going. So
For sure.
shit ain't nothing but a blessing.
For sure, bro, for sure. What makes your streetwear more different or outgoing or outlooking?
For one, I'd say number one, being authentic. Like, I'm authentic. I ain't copying nobody. I ain't looking for nobody. I ain't looking at nobody for inspiration, for real. Like, it's just really me. Like, it's all me. Like, my imagination, the way I'm expressing myself, for one. And then I'd say for two, like, being the CEO of my own brand, like, and being behind myself 100%, like, ain't nobody invested in me. Ain't nobody helping me. I don't have a team. You get what I'm saying? Like, I have a lot of people that support me. Shout out to them. But like I said, ain't nobody invested in me. Like, I don't have a team. I do have a lot of supporters though. So the way I pop it, I go the furthest extent. Like, I take a lot of chances, life chances. You know what I'm saying? Like, with this stuff we be doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I pop it so different and in my own way, so they can't help but support it, cause it's in your face. Like, and I'm gonna keep hitting you. And I say, last but not least, the quality. Like, My socks, like, these better than Nike socks. No cap.
Nah, for real.
Then we don't use vinyl. We use embroidery. So it don't matter how many times you scratch it, you can pull on it, scratch on it, however you want to do it. The logo still gonna be there 5-10 years from now. So
That's hard, bro. That's hard.
quality, man. Quality over
That's
quantity.
very important too, quality,
Definitely.
man. Especially when you're trying to sell clothes.
Exactly.
For sure, for sure. So word on the streets, of course, I said you got a nice shop. So we all know this is your shop.
Right.
I just want to say congratulations to you.
Appreciate
man,
you, bro.
In your shop. So how does that feel being a young black brother like yourself?
I ain't even gonna lie, it ain't even really just hit me yet.
Really?
It ain't even really just hit me yet. Like, I don't know. It really happened out the blue for me. Like, everything really be happening out the blue for me. God just be blessing.
This is dope.
I don't even know how to feel about it. Like, anywhere I go, you know what I'm saying? Like, it gonna be my spot. It gonna be a store. You know what I'm saying? It gonna be my trap. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just another building to me.
Yeah, yeah. Do you plan on expanding with?
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely.
Do you like what would you branch it off to if you was to expand? Would you keep
Atlanta,
it? Atlanta.
Cali.
That's hard. That's
See, the
hard.
thing is, like, when I started this brand, like, you gotta have faith. And the red band I got on, it say faith. But you gotta have faith in anything you do. You gotta trust in God. You gotta have faith. So when I first started this, I always wrote it down and said, like, eventually once I do get to the point, I ain't know that it would come this fast, but I said eventually once I do get to that point, I want to have a store in Columbus. I want to, because this is the closest city to where I'm from. I want to have a store in Atlanta, and then once I get situated in these two cities right here, I want to eventually branch off to Cali. And I'm doing exactly that. My plans, you know what I'm saying, like, they coming true, my dream coming true. So I'm just staying down, keeping my faith, staying consistent, staying humble, doing what I need to do on my end.
Any other clothing brands locally that you working with?
There's no clothing brands that I have worked with or that I'm working with. I don't do collabs. I hope.
I was just asking that too.
I hope to get into that, but it's a lot of clothing brands in the city that going hard. I just got away right now, but we all shine together. Like, we just had an expo here the other day with 4 other brands. Shout out to High Fashion. Shout out to SFGM. Shout out to Rackstar, man. We folk pushed up at my shop. We had a crazy pop-up shop. It went crazy.
That's hard, bro. I haven't heard of the first two you said, but I have heard of.
Yeah, they from
Rackstar.
PC.
Okay,
So
okay.
We got Phoenix City and we got Columbus merged
Yeah, Tri
together.
City. Yeah, Tri City.
You know
That's
what I'm
hard,
saying?
bro.
Went crazy. People pulled up, showed love, supported. That we all here for, man. It's enough money out here for everybody. We all can support each other. We all can get the money. We all can shine together.
No, that's dope, bro. The fact that you even not even being selfish, you know what I'm saying? Just
Hell no.
showing love to them and letting them come do their thing and get their money. And
Exactly.
That's hard, bro. That's hard.
For no charge.
That's hard.
You can use my building, no charge.
That's hard.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real, bro. That's real.
Come on, we all gonna eat, bro. It ain't no pressure. So one that's out there hanging and, you know what I'm saying, thinking this and that and just got a negative mind, ain't always gotta be like that. You know what I'm saying? This is a big world. This is a big city. It's enough out here for all of us. You ain't gotta do all that, just chill.
Any clothing brands that you, I guess you could say look up to, or you know, some of your favorite clothing brands before the Deceived?
No.
That you used to wear coming up?
No, not for real. I just really just buy what I like. Like, I don't care if it costs or it don't. I have on designer shoes.
So you just one of them dudes that really know how to put it on.
Exactly, like no matter what it is. I have on designer shoes, but I have on some $30 jeans, $25 jeans. Like,
I got you.
You wouldn't even know it.
Yeah.
Cause I'm a wag.
That's hard.
You know what I'm saying? Like that serious. Like,
That's
you just
hard.
gotta know how to put this stuff together and put it on. Like, hell yeah. But shout out to them designer brand though, man. I hope one day I get big on their scale.
Any gems that you got for anybody that's trying to do this? Any advice in the gym?
I got 3 gems for you. Stay consistent. No, let me rearrange it. Believe in God and keep your faith. Stay consistent and stay authentic. Stay true to yourself. Don't follow nobody. Don't look up to nobody. Stay committed to what you're doing. Like, believe in yourself.
True story.
100%. Like, they're gonna get you there. Like I said, like it haven't hit me yet. So I'm still at the same place where I started at. To me, I still don't feel like I done did enough. And I have a lot, and I done obtained a lot over the years and this process. You get what I'm saying, from this brand. But I still look at it as I'm just starting. You get what I'm saying? I don't never want to get comfortable.
You just hungry.
Exactly.
That's really the best way to put it.
I
You
want a
hungry,
lot.
bro.
I don't never want to get comfortable.
That's
exactly.
good,
That's how you supposed to be.
That's good.
how do you feel like we ain't got to go into detail about what you used to do, but how do you feel that affected how you move with your brand and what you do now? How do you feel that affected you?
I really feel like it benefited me because like coming from that upbringing and the environment and that type of hustle, it helps me in this business because this is a marketing and sale business, and that's what I do best. I market myself and I sell myself better than competitors. So that helps me, you know what I'm saying, rise to the top quicker. So yeah, I think that it benefited me most definitely. Like, I don't know, I think that's the reason why I'm here today. Cause I don't run my business, like I was saying, like stay committed to how you do things, stay committed to your dream and whatever it may be, and just stay authentic because what may work for you may not work for me. What work for me may not work for you. You get what I'm saying? Like, but I know I done stayed true to my formula, and it been working for me, and it's continuing to work for me until it fails. Then that's when I change it. But other than that, like I'm sticking to the formula. I'm sticking to the recipe. It will work. You feel me? Like it works for me.
Then you doing it independent. You ain't got no.
That's what I'm saying. That's how I always been. Like I don't hope to be like this forever because if the right opportunity presents itself, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna take it, but it can't just be for me. It gotta be for me, my family, and like the people around me. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't just, you know what I'm saying, accept something for me because a lot of people depend on me. So it gotta be good enough for me, my family, and others. I ain't just finna take no anything. I just stay independent because I know there's many things I can do alone, and I don't need no help, and I don't mind, you know what I'm saying, doing it alone.
For sure. I wanted to ask you how you come up with like your designs and stuff. Like, what's that creative process like when you trying to come up with these designs and all that stuff, bro?
Really like just brainstorming, meditating sometimes, just like going to the hood. I might just go to the hood, walk around the hood because I know ain't nothing there. You get what I'm saying? Like, it really nothing. Like, we got one fucking red light, 2 gas stations. We don't have a McDonald's, we don't have a mall, we don't have a Walmart. We don't got none of that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a real deal desert town,
man, for sure.
You feel me? Like, no women there, everybody cousins. I'm being fucking for real,
I know you for real though, that was making funny. You
so
got me having flashbacks on stuff like.
Get some goddamn, I might get some inspiration from the hood, just walk around,
that's hard,
just look at where I came from, just be like, damn man, I think this would be hard, you know what I'm saying? Or deal with my audience and relate to, cause like most of my audience is the streets, like
that's important.
Drug dealers, all the trappers, the scammers, the rappers, strippers, you know what I'm saying? Like that's my audience, so I'm trying to get any inspiration that I can, like to see how this is tied to my brand and where it can relate to my brands, to where I can cater to my audience. And once I find it, I go with it and I run with it. You get what I'm saying? Like, and it worked.
That's hard, bro.
How often is it that you come up with new design? How often would you say you drop something new?
I ain't even gonna lie, it really be hard, like just to be creative and come up with new design. So I say about probably like every 3-4 months, or sometimes it might even be longer than that. I might just have some design that I want to put out, but it may not be time yet, or the hype might not be as big as I want it to. So I know it's not gonna sell how I want it to sell. So I just wait. I might wait longer than that and have like 3, 4, 5 different designs, drop them all at one time. It just depends. Like I ain't following no formula or no book, you know what I'm saying, how to do this. I'm just going with the flow. How I feel. Like one day I may wake up and say, I want to drop today, and just do that. I might say I want to drop, change my mind, not even drop today, you know what I'm saying? Like it just.
You basically going with the flow, really.
Exactly, I'm just going.
How you wake up that day, pretty much. Yeah.
But I do think eventually I need to get out of that though, because every day I'm growing, and eventually like the business is gonna be on a bigger and wider scale to where I have to run my business a certain way.
So that's gonna come with you.
I'm trying to prepare my mind and my body and just everything like for that moment.
I would say that's gonna come with you building a campaign around you, like a team and stuff.
That's right. I feel like God gonna send me the right people. I've been meeting a lot of people. I've been meeting a lot of genuine people. I've been seeing a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Like if it meant, it's gonna happen. So like I said, God gonna put the right people in my face and in my life, and gonna make it happen.
That's hard, bro.
Outside of money, what would you say is your greatest benefit from making clothes and selling clothes? Like what outside of the money, what feeling you get from it?
Happiness, like no different. Cause it ain't even about the money with me. Like I said, like clothes ain't the only thing I do. I got other hustles too. You know what I'm saying? But this is my number one. Like this is my number one money maker. You know what I'm saying?
Gonna put you in a.
It's not about the money to me. I genuinely like seeing people in my clothes like that. It make me happy. Like that mean a lot to me. I give away a lot of free clothes, a lot of discounts, different things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I like to see people in my clothes. Just happiness. Seeing people in my clothes, seeing how my story and people knowing where I come from and what I done been through and where I'm at now. Like that right there be inspiration to them. Like, and just seeing the reaction from people, seeing like, you know what I'm saying, motivating them, they want to do the same thing I'm doing or anything, they own business, and they just seeing how I'm doing what I do, and they want to keep going or they want to do better because they seeing me. I fuck with it, I love it.
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
I ain't gonna lie, next 5 years, man, this shit gonna be crazy, this shit gonna be colossal. Probably, man, it gonna be so hard to get to a nigga in 5 years from now. I'm gonna be so important, like.
Nah, for real.
I'm gonna be so important because like I'm just trying to get in the right rooms so I can really, you know what I'm saying, express myself the way I want to express myself. So everybody in the world can really understand the brand, you know what I'm saying? What's the meaning, what's the motto, what's the purpose, you know what I'm saying? Cause this shit big, like this shit bigger than life. Oh, definitely.
I even feel the same way about my platform, bro. Feel
exactly.
Like it open some doors.
You supposed to, bro. You supposed to. Everybody's supposed to feel that way about themselves. Not even on no cocky shit, just confident in yourself. Like, and a lot of people not confident in themselves, so they'll try to down you and have you feeling some type of way about being confident in yourself, but you can't let that steer you the wrong way. Everybody should feel that way about themselves and what they doing. You sell clothes, you a cameraman, you interview people, you make rugs. It don't matter what you do, you know what I'm saying? Like, be the best at that, feel like you the best. Even though you don't even have everything together, you're gonna get it together one day, just keep working on it.
Yeah. You gotta start somewhere, bro.
Exactly.
You remember your first design that you made? You remember the very first thing you made?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Hell yeah. I think the very first design I made is that shirt right there.
Really?
But the quality wasn't as
this
good.
Okay.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying? So that was the first
This probably
design.
wasn't even like this. It was probably
The
more so
logo
just
wasn't embroidered.
I got you.
Matter of fact, the first design I ever dropped was actually some bullshit. It was actually made wrong and everything. For one, I wanted that to be embroidered. Embroidery was too high, and the company said that the logo was too complex. So I had to get that logo right there in vinyl, which made it look cheap. I had women t-shirts, which were supposed to be unisex or male t-shirts. So I had t-shirts that looking like feminine on men. You get what I'm saying?
I got you.
But people just bought them to support me,
Just
like
to
I said,
support.
because
That's
I'm popular.
That's
and,
real.
you know what I'm saying? Like, they know me and stuff like that. So they were real, even though it was some bullshit. And I even knew it was some bullshit, like, to me anyway. But, hell yeah, that was the first design ever. And, like, people say they wanted the hardest design. I love it. But, yeah, it definitely humbling to see that design now and how quickly it sells.
Yeah, I love this shit.
Then I cried about that shit.
What you mean?
I cried, like, literally, like, I felt like a failure. Like,
oh, really?
Imagine it coming out with a brand, like,
nah, trust me, I know.
Them were the first t-shirts ever I dropped. I'm so excited. I get the clothes. I done spent my money in this shit. Like, I'm looking at them, I'm like, this ain't what I bought. This ain't what I made. This ain't what I created. Like, I don't even want to put it out there. You get what I'm saying? But I have invested my money, and I done told everybody about it. I've been promoting it, so I gotta drop it.
True.
But that shit was so humbling, cause I'm thinking this shit finna pop overnight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm finna
that's how everybody think when they first start.
Like, hell yeah, but it's more to it than that. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot that go on behind scenes that people don't know. So I just say, like, that shit really humbled me. Like, I cried like a girl. Like, that shit was humbling.
That shows how dedicated you is, bro.
Hell
Your
yeah,
passion
like,
for it, bro.
after I saw that, it had me down for a little bit, but I ain't the type of nigga to give up. So I'm like, I gotta go harder. I gotta get there right. So after that, I just kept working on my craft, and I'm learning more about the business. You get what I'm saying? See, I didn't know anything about embroidery then. I just saw it. So then I'm learning a different type of methods they can put on the shirt, embroidery, vinyl, direct the garment. You know what I'm saying? All the different shit that I need to know, because this is the lane that I'm in. So once I started learning about the business, about the game, I started learning how to attack it. Once I felt like I got enough information, I went head first with it. And like I said, everything I done been through, it gave me a little advantage for the business. So I just been taking advantage of everything. Like, I ain't let my foot off the brake. Foot off the gas. I ain't let my foot off the gas at all. Fuck the brake. No brakes. No brakes.
How you learn, like about, you know, advancing your brand and different techniques and how to What's your form of research?
It's the passion, like YouTube, Safari, like everything, like you just gotta have a passion, like. So I'm seeing like how they make the shirt, so I'm looking up vinyl and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like heat transfer, all the words, and just taking all the words and googling them. So now when stuff pop up on Google, you know they give you extra stuff along with it. So that's what I'm saying. Like okay, like it's different stuff you can put on your shirt beside it. Like okay, like let me see what's going on. So I do a little research, see what's going on, reading this stuff, and now I'm committed to it now. So every week I'm on it. Hey, what I need to do to my shirt to make my shirt look like this, or what I need to do to make my shirt look like them folk. You know what I'm saying? Like hell yeah, that shit look good. These folk clothes I'm wearing right now, like the clothes that I was wearing at the time. You feel what I'm saying? Okay, like polo, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like damn, this polo collar shirt goddamn, motherfucker goddamn quality to the bitch, strong hell polo sign in that motherfucker, all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I want my clothes to feel like this. I want my clothes to look like this. What I need to do. So start doing the research, and you research like the people ahead of you, like the bigger brands. Once you do that, it's a wrap. Like you just follow the same steps, but don't copy nobody. Put your twist on it. Do things your own way. They just go back to being authentic. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah. Google and YouTube, man. Your best friend, Google and YouTube.
Nah, true story. He giving y'all a free game.
Google and YouTube, man.
So what's next for you, bro?
I don't even know, man. I got so much I want to do.
So you just really wake up every day and just...
I promise I wake up every day, say my prayer.
You don't have no plan. You just really wake up, boom, I'm finna do this.
Hell no.
That's
hard,
like
everything. I really got to set some new goals and some new plans, cause like everything I wanted to do, I done did. But the thing is, like it's not like I set to do this one thing or do this one thing. Like shit just came. Like a nigga just stay hungry, stay humble, and this shit just come to me like dead serious. People be thinking I be lying. I just be talking like I'm for real. Like that's how that shit be working with me. I'm just blessed to hell. Like that's why I bless others. Like this shit just come to me like. So I'm just gonna keep doing it the same way, cause I like how it is. Like you feel me? That's what I was saying. Like I like how it is. I ain't really trying to change up, man. Till I'm being forced to. I love my life. I wake up every day. I don't gotta call nobody. I tell them I'm late to work. If I want to be late to work, I can be late to work. I want to smoke me one before I go to work, I can smoke me one. If I do, if I don't, you know, however I want to do it.
Is that a part of your process too?
Huh?
Is that a part of your process too?
I don't even know. I don't even know.
You never thought of it like that for real?
Because I really don't know how the weed affect me for real. Like, I used to be a hothead, but I done matured a lot. So I really feel like the weed dumb me down and numb me from a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes it helped me, sometimes it don't. So I don't really know, because dumbing me down and having me numb to a lot of things, that can be negative. But in certain situations, it's positive. You get what I'm saying? So I really don't know how it would affect me for real. But as far as creativity, I think like it definitely get my juices flowing. I get thinking all type of shit when I
Right.
Yeah.
And the shout outs?
Shout out to God, shout out to my family.
We can get a shout out? The word on the street?
Shout out to Word on the Street, man, for having me, pushing up on me, you know what I'm saying? Give me an exclusive interview.
Nah, for sure, bro.
Man, shout out to the whole Columbus, shout out to my hood. Man, shout out, man. Just
sure,
shout out, just shout out.
I appreciate you for coming to my platform, man. It's all love, brother, and I'm proud of your success, man. We out.